Okay. Oh, we're live. All right.
Okay.
Well, hello. We are here to show off some SMW all castles. So it's basically no Star World but better, because we don't have to take the upper route. And I'm sticking to that. But I'm deserteagle417. With me, as I promised a couple days ago, I've made Pigeon Apology come do commentary with me. So he can let you know how I'm doing everything wrong.
Yes, or not doing it at all.
Yeah, or not doing it at all. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, by the way.
I hit the wrong button.
All right.
See, just right off the bat.
I wasn't expecting to have to start this early.
Right. See, I realized I didn't pause the stream, and I was like, I don't want to see my own gameplay. And then I didn't stop mashing start.
Yeah. Star World is a magic castle. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Oh, why not?
That's definitely true.
Yep, so this is a level, and I'd like to let you know that getting 361 in Yoshi's Island 2 is a lie. It is impossible, and it never happens.
Yes, unless you know what you're doing. But yeah, I guess anytime we do any of this commentary, start off by saying the same thing. This is World 1, nothing happens.
Pretty much.
I'll talk to you again in a few levels.
Right?
It's just lots of running to the right and jumping. I guess, fun fact for anybody who's starting to learn how to run this, these brown platforms actually give you a little boost, so if you want to run along them as much as possible, you can save yourself, like, I don't know, 10 frames or something. I don't remember exactly how much, but...
It's enough to eke out a 259 here.
Yeah.
I'm getting closer to. I haven't got the 259 yet, but we're getting closer.
Yeah. And similarly, in this level, you can do a much harder thing. You can do a mid-air shell jump over this water right here and save about 1/4 a second, but it's very far from necessary.
Yeah.
Unless you're, I don't know, going for world record in no Star Wars, or I mean in small only or something.
And Grub's comment here just... I was better at it as a child, but my smooth adult brain has some difficulty. I feel that on a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's like, as a kid, I remember, like, I don't remember having any trouble with this ever. And then, as an adult, I'm like, how press button? Oh, I didn't get final boss.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Nice. Yeah, doors are impossible in this game. Probably referenced that quite a few times throughout this run.
Almost certainly.
It's not actually that bad, because if you're running at full speed, at P-speed, you have a 3-frame window to press up to get into the door. So, I mean, it's not the smallest window in the world, but it definitely feels like it's impossible.
Oh, we got a running Mario this time. I usually try to go for that, like, super twisted up Mario here on the freeze frame.
Oh, yeah. And there we go.
That's World 1. Like Pigeon said.
That is one of the castles.
Check back in like 3.5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, the very next level is where you can get the cape for the first time. And then then the game becomes, I don't know, more or less interesting depending on who you ask, I guess.
I would say both, depending on the level. Because we're just gonna not participate in levels.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of complaint people have about the No Star World category that you already referenced earlier. Is that it involves a lot. It involves more levels where you just fly over the top of it. So,
Yep.
The boss was there for a couple seconds.
Oh.
It's easy to miss
there
him.
was one.
Yeah, they're all dead now. That's for sure. Under the rubble.
Pigeons. Like sounds overlooked. I can try and turn you down in a moment here.
Oh.
Let me just get through this nonsense.
Yep.
This is normal exit. This is normal exit. Please do the normal exit here. You failed to remind me, Pigeon.
Hey, do the normal exit here.
It's still like Pigeon and I did an all castles race a couple days ago, and he did the secret exit here. And like right as he was saying that, I was about to put the key in for the regular or the secret exit as well. And it's like, oh, thanks for reminding me that I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
All right. Chat. Okay. Hopefully that helps. So let me know if we need to readjust that mic again.
Yeah. I can always change things as well in level.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely don't want to do extra exits.
You mean all castles isn't 35 exits?
It is
like
if
to
you're
point
good.
out. I mean, you still won, didn't you?
That's true.
So, oh damn! I always forget about this level. So, that's not the proper way to do that. You get flight off the gray platform. I'm just bad.
Yeah.
I think you run and then spin jump on it to get the rest of your flight, or do you just run?
You just gotta jump on it and run. It doesn't matter what kind of jump, but yeah, basically you just use the platforms to extend the space you have for running right. You can get P speed at the end, but it is tricky. And a lot of people don't learn the backup for whatever reason, so if they don't get P speed, they go back and do what Desert Eagle did anyway.
Yeah.
Even though there's a better way to back it up. This is one level where typically, I guess it depends on who you're watching, but if you watch All Castles Run, you're going to see people grab Yoshi in this level because there's a trick 2 levels from now that saves quite a bit of time, but it's very hard to do. It's very hard to do, and I don't think Desert Eagle cares to go for it, so we're not going to be getting Yoshi here.
Yep, I've tried to do it before, and I've gotten it 2 or 3 times out of several dozen.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think I actually got flight then.
Yeah, that's a really common thing people have in this castle, is actually getting P-Speed in that first room is not as trivial as it might look.
Oh.
A lot of people miss it. And similarly, this room, you can keep flight through about half of it, and but it's pretty tricky. You have to manage your momentum pretty well. Also, you have to grab the spring without it killing all of your momentum, which yeah, causes a lot of people problems.
Oh, damn it.
Oop.
If I didn't get hung up on that block down there, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It looks like it was a wall jump. It wasn't, but it looks really similar.
Yeah. So, if you thought that Iggy fight went away fast, he went away fast.
Oh yeah. See you, Morton.
Nice. Front perspective Mario. Let's go.
Yeah. That's something I definitely never knew as a kid. I thought that there was only one way to kill Morton, which is just jump on him 3 times. But there's actually 3 different ways you can beat him. One of which, of course, is jumping 3 times. One is what Desert Eagle just did, 2 fireballs and then a jump. And you can also do 12 fireballs. You don't even have to jump on him at all.
I haven't
Alright,
heard
that's
back
already
about
2
your
passes
mic
now.
yet, so hopefully everything's good.
Yes. That's my thoughts exactly. Ooh, okay, good. I had 3 OKs there for the 3 Buzzy Beetles, because it's complicated, but every 4 frames, Mario's cape hitbox switches sides, and so that, combined with the speed that you're running at, if you have P-speed,
Oh, backwards pipe.
Oh, nice. Means that sometimes when you try to cape spin those Buzzy Beetles, your cape hitbox is just on the wrong side of your body, and so you just run into the beetle and take damage instead. Because this is a good game.
10 out of 10. Would run again.
Yeah, so him doing that run along the bottom and cape spinning those 3 Buzzy Beetles is pretty risky. It's 3 chances of just losing your cape. But fortunately, no problems.
Well, I usually try to spin fly before the 3rd one.
Oh yeah, that's true. So I guess 2 chances. It's not as risky there because you're headed upward, so your hitbox be above the beetle anyway.
Right. So sometimes I do end up grabbing the beetle in the spin fly.
Well, I guess goodbye to that beetle.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a level that's pretty difficult to actually do well. You'll see he's getting us. He's getting a star here because the end of this level is just filled, as you can see, filled with bats. It's a little dangerous. Just for a little bit of safety, can get a star there.
I need to go back to practicing sticky fly there. I was getting it for a little while, and then I stopped running SMW, and
yeah.
Turns out it's hard to keep doing that trick.
Yeah. We got our... Oh no, I was going to say first ghost house, but this is definitely the second one. Ghost house here.
Yep, definitely number 2.
Yep. Which basically just involves a bunch of flying over it.
Yep. Nope.
Although, for anybody interested though, if you want to try to do 100% this game, the 96 exit, without collecting any coins, this is probably one of the levels you should start thinking about first. That second room is not trivial.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Hello, Crimson Viper. And also welcome to me disappointing Pigeon. Again.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. So, I guess to explain, you might have noticed that he's riding along these very, very slow skull platforms here. It's possible to skip pretty much all of them in this level. And it'll save you about 30 seconds. But it's also pretty difficult to pull off some of the stuff, so... Again, just playing it a bit safe here.
Oh.
But also disappointing me. You're right.
I mean, I do my best.
This next set of
Diagonal
drafts,
Mario, we got it!
Oh, nice. Got the diagonal. This next set of rafts, or this set of rafts he's on right now, I should say, in particular, they have this really cool strat which you call raft skip, because you skip the rafts, oddly enough. But it's, like, pretty much the only place, not so much these days, actually, but where you'd see another thing I had no idea about as a kid, called Yoshi Fly, which I don't mean the normal flying with Yoshi, but you can actually, like, take flight with Yoshi, dismount against the ceiling, and then it'll, because you hit the ceiling, you immediately remount it, but you basically trick the game into thinking Mario is flying normally with the cape, but he's also on Yoshi. So you can actually do, like, cape pumping while you're riding Yoshi.
It looks amazing.
Something, yeah. It's not something you see very often, but the strat in that level does involve it. The best strat, like the high level strat. Very hard to do, though. You gotta press, like, all the buttons.
Yeah. That one...
Some complicated combination in rapid
it.
succession.
I think that one is one of the raft skip parts that, oh well, I guess that's the raft skip, right?
Yeah.
That Pigeon isn't as disappointed at me for not doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely understandable.
Alright, let's see if I can lose cape in this dungeon. Wow, wrong game. In this castle. Right, let's spin the cape right away, please.
Yes, please. Please spin the cape.
Good. So we're not going to get those memes this time. If you don't spin the cape there, you get a really unfortunate, well, so about losing cape.
Remember how I was going to teach you the no cape strat for the next room?
Could you please stop spawning there?
Yeah, Magic Koopa is the real final boss in this game, in this run in particular, but in this game in general. But yeah, if you don't spin your cape at a certain point in the beginning of this level, then Magic Koopa will spawn in that top row, and you'll just be trapped in the... Oh,
I got impatient.
Yeah.
Because this thing sucks.
It's alright. It's not going back too far, at least, because you got the midway. But... yeah, he'll spawn and just get in your way. But if you spin your cape at a certain moment, basically right after Mario spawns into the level, then because it moves the camera a little bit, Magic Koopa just won't spawn there. So you're just free to just run across the top of the level there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's where I was going to lose cape if I lost it, and I did.
Yeah.
So this is the part where I need to learn the no cape strat, because that staircase is a wait forever.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have cape, you can float across that gap. You don't have to wait for the stairs to come up. But no cape, you can't do that, obviously, but there is a way to get P
pound and kill all these idiots.
Yes, that's also helpful with cape. But yeah, you can get P-speed and jump across that gap, but it's definitely not something you want to just make up on the spot. Yeah, and Lemmy spawns randomly here. That's actually part of the reason, I imagine, why there's so much fire-related stuff in the castle, because the animations for the fire call the RNG routine, and so it's, as you're running through the level, you're just constantly changing the RNG, and then it uses that value to determine where Lemmy's gonna spawn, so... Also, it just looks cool.
Alright.
Alright, 3 castles down.
Yeah.
Under 20 minutes, looking good.
Need this.
Yeah, if you're doing this
I
run,
kept a
if
mushroom.
you're learning. Yeah, exactly. If you're learning this run, that's what you want to do in the Lemmy fight. It's pretty common to lose cape before this level, but you want to at least have a mushroom, then you can just grab a cape at the start of this level and be on your way. Also, try to keep Yoshi if you can, because you can get those Yoshi wings.
Yep.
Cut out half the level. Yeah, this level has really cool strat.
Oh, wait. I have Yoshi.
Yeah, just grab the shell, yeah.
I'm so used to not having Yoshi here.
Yeah, actually, if you just fly above the screen, just keep holding B, you'll just land like near the gold tape or whatever. Yoshi will swallow the shell and you'll slowly glide down to the gold. Or at least ruffle it, yeah. It lines up really well.
Perfectly.
Yeah, that level has a really cool glitch that you can do, where you actually spawn one of the Koopa kids, like the Morton, Wendy, etc. You spawn one of them into the level, and you beat them, and then that ends the level. But again, it's very hard to do. For
oh, I did get it.
Pretty small time save, compared to how much time it takes you to learn it.
We're just gonna take this part easy, because flying through this kind of sucks. And normally I don't know that I would have even done it if I had the Fire Flower, but I kind of like just switching to Fire Flower to go through this room. It's just less painful. Basically, I don't want Kate, but H jumps are impossible.
Yeah, it's possible to fly through that second room, but yeah, it's dangerous. It's easy to hit with fireballs.
Yeah.
But again, if you're learning this or something, you definitely want to have fire here, because you can do the 2 fireballs and a jump to kill this guy really quickly. But if you don't have fire here, like Desert Eagle, there's still something you can do to save some time, which you'll see here. It's just jump on Litwig while he's still in the air, and you'll skip the shell phase. Skip the second shell phase.
Which is really nice, too. Sorry, yeah. I was just having, like, sensory overload. I was trying to focus on this, and then there was a loud siren outside. Just like, I
Great.
Can't words during this.
No worries.
Yeah, like Pigeon was saying, those fireballs. Those fireballs are just awful. And it's a lot easier to... Well, okay. Yeah, I think I'll stick by saying it's a lot easier to get through there if you don't have to try to fly. But if you know what you're doing, like if you're used to the flying, it's not an issue. When you're used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to make sure you stay pretty low.
Yeah.
A little too high and you'll hit a fireball, a little too low you'll hit the ground and kill your flight. So, but yeah, if you're used, you can definitely get used to it. And no, I don't think I've had that problem where I can't adjust the volume. I've had that problem with my computer in general, but not Twitch specifically.
I've occasionally had that, and the fix is, at least for me, always been just reset, refresh the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, that poor hill.
Right.
It wasn't hurting anybody. You just tossed a castle in its face.
Right. It's an ICBC, I guess. I mean, they're not continents, but good point.
Close enough. Yeah, that previous level also had a glitch that you can do to save a little bit of time. But even if you're watching like a high-level run, it's possible they won't do that. It's hard to do, and even if you do everything right, it's a 50-50 chance you'll even get the win. So this level, you'll see a version of what people will do in this in just a moment. Swimming through this level is slow and annoying.
Sure is.
Because of all the Ripped Van fish, and also there's just so much lag, because they put so many sprites in here. But You can use one of the many ways that Yoshi is broken. Just duck against this little wall, dismount Yoshi, and you're inside the wall. You don't have to worry about any of the level itself anymore. Yeah, you can do that at the start of the level, but it's a lot harder to pull off. This one is literally free. Like, literally just stand against the wall and dismount.
This is not emulator, this is from an actual Super Famicom. But it is run through a RetroTink 5X, so there is some upscaling going on here.
And
yeah, for you. I forgot to do Dirty Eerie.
Yeah, but I was hoping for Ducky Bubble. But I'll accept the Dirty Bubble.
Every time I do Ducky Bubble, like, I end up just not ducking.
Yeah.
But you're right. I disappointed again.
It's okay, Dirty Bubble is still acceptable. Alright, next level is, if you're learning this category, this is a big, like, sticking point for people. This is like where many of your runs go to die when you're starting out. It's this next castle.
Yep.
You'll see why in just a moment. Yeah, you want to fly along the ceiling here and then dive bomb to avoid those fireballs. But when you do normal flight in this game, there's not like a constant speed that you're always going to get. You fly between 47 and 51 subpixels per frame. So the difference in flight speed, which you can't really control, means how many pumps you do before you do the dive bomb, or even if you're in a good position to do the dive bomb when you want to do it, is different, like every time you play this level. So not only is the dive bomb itself a little tricky, just the difference in flight speed makes it hard to be able to do that consistently.
Yeah, it sure does. I kind of do both the visual and I don't know what you would count as a counting cue. Like, I try to cape pump 4 times, and then I try to start my dive bomb. If you look in the background of the castle, there's those kind of like pillars, and I try to dive bomb at the one that's around the 4th pump.
Yeah. That's roughly what you want to do. Although Desert Eagle knows that I'm an advocate for the real strat, which is where you just fly through the center of all the fireballs. You don't dive bomb around them.
Oh, yeah.
That's another story for another day. Oh. Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, so if you don't... Go ahead.
Oh, you're going to explain it better than me, so...
If you know anything about this game, you'll know that you can fly faster doing this kind of flight compared to the spin flight. So you might be wondering why he bothered doing spin flying at the beginning, because it's just slower, right? But you can actually, if you start a spin fly right before that pipe, and then enter it, and it shoots you out of the cannon on the other side, you can actually leave that cannon in flight state, and the cannon shoots you out at 64 speed, which, if you recall, the fastest speed you can fly in this game is 51. The cannon shoots you out at 64, so you can fly through the rest of the level at 64 speed, and so even though you lose a little time doing spin fly at the start, you end up saving quite a bit of time doing the pipe fly. But
nice, I got fly
sadly,
the whole time.
Yeah. Sadly, he lost the P speed right before the pipe, so the pipe fly wasn't going to work.
Beat that boo snake.
Nice.
There's a better way to get up there, where you just like run normally and you can spin and kind of hop off that guy, but every time I've tried, I just lose Kate. So I gave up.
Yeah, there's a window you have for when to jump for your when you fly into the booze, which will determine if you're going to take damage or not. Basically, you want to fly as early as possible, I guess I should say.
one more boot. No more boots. Jump off.
Now we get to move on to everybody's favorite level.
Yeah.
Good old chocolate secret.
Yep. Let's not re-enter the pipe like I have in the last 5 times I've done this.
That's also a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah,
I missed the reflight.
These football checks in this first room just cause so many problems. Ugh.
No!
Like that. Alright, everything's
No, I
fine.
want this halfway. This midway?
Yeah, just ditch. Not ditch Yoshi, but dismount Yoshi.
I wasn't meaning. That came really close to dropping him in the hole. I tried not to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, those chucks in that first room just caused a lot of problems in pretty much any category that comes through this level.
I mean, chucks are always a problem.
Yeah. If you come into this level with Cape and no Yoshi, like in no Star World, there is a strat which will get you through that room like 100% of the time with no problems. But outside of that situation, they can cause problems. We'll just leave it at that. And this room as well.
No! No!
Yeah, like that. There's technically a cape in this room if you want to go back for it. I wouldn't advise it, but...
No. I'll live. I'm just gonna have to go back for a Yoshi.
Yeah, you want to keep the Yoshi here for Valley of Bowser 2, so when we get there, you'll see why.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's a good old double sprite glitch right there. Spin
That one's
jumping
not
on
even me being bad.
Yeah, that's literally just the game. Yeah, spin jumping on 2 sprites. If you hit them on the 2 sprites on the same frame, you take damage. Because it's a good game. Also, these very steep slopes here can kill your P-speed, which is another very dangerous thing about that room. There's just so many things that can go wrong in this level.
Since I have to go back to CI2, I think I'm just gonna grab a cape while I'm there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something that's not really relevant in this category usually, but this level is just weird. But the number of coins that you grab in this first room will determine what your second room is. And so in this case, you want to get at least 21 coins in room 1. And if you do that, then the second room has a cape. So, yeah. And riding Yoshi makes it really easy to get 21 coins in this room from that block. As you just saw.
I think it's not strictly necessary to have Yoshi, but...
Yeah, it's not necessary, but it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
And then the time that you enter the pipe between room 2 and room 3 determines what room 3 you get. And then how many dragon coins you've collected in the first 3 rooms determines what room 4 you get. It's a very weird level. Very unlike any other level in this game. Anyway, on to Castle 6. This is another big problem area when you're learning this run. This castle is cape, no cape, small only, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Just, this castle is hard. It's hard to learn. It's just so easy.
Oh my god, are you serious?
go. Definitely hit the midway here.
Oh, this room ain't going fast.
Yeah. But this is one of the few places you get to see the Sparkies. What are they called? What are the big ones called? Hotheads? I never remember their name.
I think in English it's Sparky and Little Sparky.
I'm pretty sure one of them is Hothead. Maybe I'm crazy.
Ah. Well, so much for getting a cape in. At least here I can cheat and know where she's coming out at.
Yeah. Yeah, these pipes that are this height, this particular height. Same thing in Lemmy, although most of them are not this height. But if you have a pipe which is that high, you can actually see Wendy stick her feet out of the bottom slightly before she pops out of the top. So you can actually tell, only the real Wendy does that, not the dummies. So you can actually tell where she's going to pop out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's RNG just like me. But yeah, you can still tell. The RNG is determined once you enter the room. Like, the pattern is already determined. It doesn't change after you enter the room. So just watch the feet and you'll be fine. Yeah. 6 castles down. All that's left is Larry and Bowser.
Let's go. Wendy O. Koopa's your arch nemesis in every game.
Yeah.
Yep, her and her stupid, life preservers in SMB3. And actually, SMB3 in this game are the only ones I know, I can recall what her fights are like.
In SMB3, is she the one that's on the ball? She's like on
No, that's... Iggy?
Or is that the...
No, she's the one who throws the, bouncing life preserver rings.
Mm. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played that game.
At least I'm pretty sure that's her, unless I'm mistaken, which is definitely
no, the
not impossible.
The rings sound right to me, but...
I'm pretty sure it's Iggy or Larry, or maybe both that are on balls.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, in that last room, if you control your movements in a certain way, basically you need to delay Mario a certain amount, then you can actually prevent one or both of the boo rings at the end of that room from spawning. If you're big Mario on Yoshi, you're only going to prevent one of them from spawning, but small Mario in general, and on Yoshi too.
Orb, by the way.
Prevent two.
I thought they were candy rings. They always reminded me of the, stereotypical red and white life preservers. But, I mean, maybe. Like candy cane rings?
Neither of them makes sense in the context of a fight.
Oh. No, of course not, but...
Lemmy is on the ball. Oh, okay.
Oh, speaking of enemies that suck, moles?
Yeah.
So I've already messed up the no cape strat here, so let's take that slow.
Yeah, when you're eating mold, Yoshi in general, you want to be careful. If you have P-speed, you can take damage.
Let's be careful. Let's not do that.
So...
Up here, please. Hold on. That I got lucky with. That was a late tongue.
Yeah.
Later than I wanted to. Yeah, you want to try and eat them, as early as you can so that Yoshi doesn't very kindly pull the hitbox into Mario.
Yeah.
And Wigglers are the other ones that are super dangerous with that.
Yeah, Wigglers as well, yeah.
Oh, the player's guide called them candy rings. Okay.
Oh, interesting. That's definitely the more nonsensical out of the two choices, because at least a life per server, I could definitely see that hurting if someone threw it at you.
Right? And they are on ships. I mean, they're flying ships, but they're ships.
Sure, yeah. Interesting. Oh, now we're in Valley of Bowser 2, by the way, so this is the level where you want to have the Yoshi. That's why he bothered to go back and get the Yoshi, because you can do this.
Yep. Just
Yoshi
once again,
wins, so you
not participate in
can
that.
skip. Yeah, because after that point, if you've played this before, you know, there's just a very long, slow section with this yellow ground moving up and down. You get to skip all of it if you just have Yoshi. So.
I just forget how short that room 1 is.
Yeah, it is short. In this room, you're supposed to use a coin snake and a P-switch to get up here where this key is, but you can also just fly. Just skip all that nonsense. That's also true, yeah. Okay. Nice. You got flight this time.
Yeah, right? Alright, I'm still doing this. I don't care.
Yeah,
Jumping over that mushroom's just
down here, but a lot of people don't actually know there's a midway down there. So you don't have to worry about that.
Come on. Magic Koopa's an absolute jerk, by the way. Nobody likes him.
Yeah. So many all castles and 96 exit runs die in this room. So Magic Koopa, where he spawns is RNG. So there are ways to manipulate it, etc. But yeah, it's just not a pleasant room.
Know how to properly do that
there?
fight without cape, so I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah.
But no, with cape, you kind of just float to the right, bounce on him, and call it a day. Like, you want to be floating at the start of the fight over to him. But without cape, I don't know, I assume you kind of do a similar thing to Iggy and just, like, run at him and spin?
Yeah, exactly. You gotta hold your spin jump longer than you do in Iggy, because you gotta go over the fireball in the middle.
Oh, right.
But other than that, it's the exact same strat, yeah. You just run directly at him and spin jump right before you run into him.
Hey, Bowser's Castle. I'm gonna go get cape just because I want to try and do cape kill.
Yeah.
Just for fun here.
Yeah, if you didn't know, there's a cape hidden in this room, which my experience from speedrunning this is surprisingly few people know about that cape. I definitely knew about it as a kid. I went there like
I always went there. Yeah, exactly. I was always going through.
Exactly. I never didn't go into that room.
I never took room 2. I was like, this room's dumb. Room 3.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of people when they're learning runs in this, I've had to tell them, just like, you know, you can get a cape in that room if you want. They're like, oh, really?
Time for old Bowsy.
Yep.
We're gonna try and do cape kill, and then I'm probably gonna mess it up. But we're gonna try it anyway.
Yeah, see? Surprising to me, people don't know that, but it seems much more common than...
Hey, I didn't mess up hit 2, so...
Oh, nice. Yeah,
that's normally where I mess up. It's there
yeah.
hit 6 that I normally...
Yeah, it's really common for people to get hit on hit number 2. It's a little tight. But no problems this time. Don't want to collect the shady shroom, of course.
Never.
But shout out to Shady Force Games.
Oh. Man. Ooh, well, that went about as wrong as Ball Skip could have gone.
Yeah.
Well, I tried. I tried to do the hit kill. Oh, well, okay. At least we'll still get to see the cool hit 5. Hopefully.
Yeah. That is true.
Alright, well, this Bowser fight was an atrocity, so,
It's fine. But yeah, you can actually hit Bowser with the Koopa right when he's starting the animation to drop a ball. And you interrupt his animation, and so he just moves on, and he just does the next animation, which is to throw more Magic Koopas. Or, sorry, Mecha Koopas. Oh man, imagine if he threw Magic Koopas.
I was just gonna say, like, imagine if that actually happened. That would be terrible.
Yes, so that didn't happen, but as Desert Eagle pointed out, there's still another skip you can do here. Similar. He hit Bowser as soon as Bowser came out, and that messes up his animation as well, so he only bounces 5 times instead of 8 times, I think, before throwing more
And
Koopas.
hi.
And there we go. GG.
You know what? Other than the Bowser fight and Chocolate Secret, that was alright. I mean,
Yeah.
You know,
And
a little bit of a slow ending, but... Oh yeah, Lemmy.
And me being infinitely disappointed in Vanilla Dome 3 as always, but
Well,
that's
yeah.
to be expected.
Yep.
But yes, very nice run.
This was way better than like every practice run I've done for this. Less than 2 minutes over PB, so I'll take that for a marathon run. There were 2 gold splits in here, by the way, on Roy's Castle
nice.
and Larry's.
Oh,
also,
nice.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the Larry's one. Also, enjoy Dancing Mario.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to make sure we got to the credits. I don't know if we need to watch all of them, but
yeah, it's a small little Easter egg a lot of people don't know about. But if you're holding up during like the fireworks, that whole section after you beat Bowser, you hold up until it changes to the credits scene. Then Mario will be dancing during the parade, rather than just walking. Alright. GG.
Thanks for GG's, everyone. Thanks for joining me for commentary and all that. As always.
Yeah. No problem.
Glad that run went well. Oh,
yeah.
Man. I'm going to stop at the restroom real quick, though. Just a moment.
Maybe I'll just say, if you enjoy that run, you should definitely go check out the current world record for this category by Osui. It's a really crazy run. It's 33 minutes and 39 seconds, so the way that he saves that much time, the way that you do that is pretty crazy. Some pretty crazy things happen. It's a really good run. Definitely worth watching if you care to. Yeah, there's a lot of things I didn't learn about this game during the countless hours I spent playing it as a kid. Some would say I know too many things about this now.
I think you do. Alright. Let's see here.